Hi Sagar,
Hi,
welcome to the
Kasha.
special series of Adapt. We are
Thank you.
glad to have you here. So
Thank you so
first,
much.
let's start with how are you doing right now in this COVID scenario and this whole situation that the whole world is going through.
Okay, so I'm doing good. Thank God. Me and my family, we are safe over here. And as you know, in Germany, the situation is little bit better, but the cases are improving day by day and getting number higher and higher. But definitely the following measures will be taken and it will be good soon. And how
Great,
is by
great.
your side? Is it everything fine?
It's good. It's the same, mostly same. Cases are increasing, but people are taking precautions. Governments are also taking precautions. So let's just hope things get better soon
Yes,
and we are
exactly.
able to live our normal life as we used to do earlier. So yeah, let's hope the
Absolutely.
same.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's start with our conversation. So I would want to start with knowing something a little about what you have done, a little about yourself, probably if you could tell me to our viewers about what is your what are you doing currently, and yeah.
Yeah, sure. I would love to. Basically, I am here in Germany since 2015, October,
Okay,
and
okay,
it's almost 5 years. It's actually more than 5 years now. And
okay,
I did my electronics engineering in India. So I did my bachelor's in electronics engineering.
okay,
And
okay.
yes, and once I finished my 10th, I was definitely prone towards the engineering field. So I decided to skip 11th, 12th, and then bachelor this type of way. But I decided to go for diploma. I finished diploma
Nice.
from VTI. Yeah, that was also in electronics engineering. Then I finished my bachelor's in
Okay,
electronics from University of Mumbai.
okay.
And then I worked for 2 years in Tata Consultancy Services,
Hmm.
and I worked as a software developer, but I was more interested into learning embedded systems and microcontroller programming. I
Okay,
should say it
great.
this way so that everyone can understand. Embedded systems is basically a programming with a microcontroller. It's easy for people to understand the app development, or a coding. So it is also
Right.
coding, but with microcontrollers.
Yes,
And
yes.
for that, I was looking for a master's opportunities to pursue my master's. I look for US, of course, and also for universities in Germany. You might ask me why you look for Germany, but basically Germany is automobile hub.
Oh,
And
right, right.
I attended
Yes.
few seminars initially in my
Okay.
bachelor's, which are offered by DAAD,
Hmm.
DAAD. Yes, and in these seminars, I came to know about opportunities in Germany.
Okay.
And yeah, and by my surprise, they were really good. I knew was German education system was really good. It is really good. Everyone will accept that.
Yes,
And
yes,
when
of
I
course.
undergo these seminars, I realize, okay, there are much more than what we can do in masters. For example, I had a course where the master thesis was there. Also, I came to know a few courses where the master thesis and internship was there. It's a compulsory.
Oh,
And so basically, they are most practical oriented, I thought.
which is good,
And
which is good. If the students get that level of exposure in their college days only, so which prepares them for the industry.
exactly. So basically, you're looking for, when you do a master, you look for an international exposure with a
Right.
practical experience.
Correct.
And this is something
Makes
I got
sense.
I thought I will get from Germany.
Right.
And that's why I opted for Germany.
Good, good, good. Good to hear it about this. So I must say that you have chosen the field, a very interesting field of embedded systems. So kudos on that.
Thank you.
And okay, so I would want you to probably tell us a little about the application process you underwent while you were planning to come to Germany.
Sure.
Maybe tell us a
Uh,
little about that.
yeah. As I said, I was working in TCS when I started applying for Germany. So I was having
Okay,
very less time basically for that. So I
yes,
hired a consultant for this process.
okay,
But I definitely had a hold of this whole process. And what I did that time was a first research, I will say, that was about the which geographical location and which university is suitable for my own course and my own living in Germany. And
right,
from that, I will What I understood is the two states which are on the southernmost part of the Germany are perfect for what I was looking for. For example, the Baden-Württemberg, where the Stuttgart is, where I am right now, and other one is Bavaria, where the Munich city I was looking up to, which is in just the neighboring state of Baden-Württemberg. Here I look for most of the universities, and I first of all identified which intakes they are having. So in
Okay.
Germany, we have basically two intakes: the summer intake in April and the winter intake in October. I will not talk much about summer intake because I have not much
Okay.
yeah, did research in that. But in the winter intake, definitely what we have to look for is a deadline. Germans are very particular about the deadlines. So I will say for a winter intake in 2015 October, the deadline was February 2015.
Oh,
Yes, and these deadlines applicant must keep in mind, because if you miss this deadline, you will no longer able to apply for that university. And also, it's like some first come first basis. So, for
oh,
example, if two people have same marks and one of them applied a bit earlier than the other one, he will get the preference. So
right.
this is German way, but it is like that. And my consultant helped me a lot in sending these applications. But I prepared them for myself. For example, you need to write the letter of recommendation. You need the statement of purpose. Also,
Right.
I did my IELTS. IELTS was
Right.
also a requirement for me that time. My course was in English. I mean, all the courses which I have applied for, not except the one which I got, but all which I applied for were in English, and that's why the IELTS was the primary requirement.
Okay. Okay.
There was no German language requirement for my course, but
Which is
obviously,
good.
yes, but for it is obviously advantageous if you do that.
Right.
And then I applied for this course in University of Stuttgart. It's called Infotech, MSc in Infotech, Master of Science in Information Technology, with the Germans called Schwerpunkt, that means major embedded system.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice. Great. So you told us about how what your application process is. So you did how's life there in Germany? What is the lifestyle like? How are the people in Germany? Do you what we have heard that they're a little hostile than the other countries, US or Canada. So is it like that? Is it actually like that, or they are very welcoming to other people to people coming from other countries? Because this is some of the biggest challenge that people face to settle down and to become social and
Yes,
to mix in with the group. So how welcoming are German people with their experience of 5 years? What would you say about that?
exactly. You're right. This was the first question also came to my mind when I started applying for Germany. And from my personal experience, I will say, yes, you are right. These people sound rude, but I will say they are punctual, and they are
Right,
they talk straightforward, and they always
right,
talk to the point. And
right,
but that might sound rude, but I didn't find them rude. As in, for example, my colleagues or my friends, I found them very helpful, and they won't judge you on basis of where you came from and if you speak
which
their
is
language
good.
fluently or not.
Yes,
What
which
they
is
like,
good, which is the primary requirement, is what I feel when a person is coming from a country like India to country like Germany. He should not be judged.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And I will say they will never judge you on the basis of how fluent you speak their language, but
Right.
definitely they would love if you try to speak their language.
Yes.
And this
Yes.
is what we all should keep in mind. And they will help you to improve the language skills. So I basically improved my language skills from my colleagues and also from my German friends. And they
Right.
do it so nicely and so politely that even I find this language interesting.
Yes.
So
Practice.
yeah, exactly. So they might sound rude, as you said, but they are not rude.
I mean, that's the general conception.
Yes, yes,
It
yes,
could be a
absolutely.
misconception because that's what you hear in the US movies and American movies. So,
Yes,
so that's what
exactly.
you hear. So it's the picture. But yeah, as you say that you've been staying there and they are very warm and they are very welcoming. So it is good.
Yes,
So
from my personal experience,
it's
I really found
yes,
them good. Yeah.
yes, which is good. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's very good. So a little bit about the lifestyle in Germany? Like, how have you been? How different it is from India? And yeah,
Okay, I basically will say we Indians, we are festival loving people, right?
yes,
But the
yes,
first thing you miss in Germany is festival. They have first the big thing, if everyone have heard of it, Oktoberfest, and of course the Christmas. These two things, they are the biggest festivals of the year, which we can also celebrate together and enjoy them. But otherwise, they are work-loving people, but they equally give importance to the work-life balance.
yes,
So, yes, for example, I personally find myself I never found myself working so late in the evening unless and until it's really required, and that's once in a blue moon. But they give equal importance to your family life, to your personal life, to your health, and this is
yes,
what I
yes.
found really good in Germany.
Yeah, right, right. So, uh, throughout your journey of probably the application process and now staying in Germany for almost 5 years, do you feel that if you've been connected to a network like EDAPT earlier, then it would have been a little easier for you, or you could have done it a little better way or quickly, or I mean, do you feel that?
Akansha, frankly speaking, Adapt is a platform which I was literally looking for something like that 5 years back. So
Right.
I will give you an example for this. For example, let's say accommodation, yeah. And
Yes.
I personally I didn't have accommodation when I came to Germany. Might
Yes.
sound, might sound weird, but I was really not having any
No,
accommodation.
I guess that would be the condition or the state of most of the people who go out. It's little
Exactly.
difficult. So, and that's the essence of this whole platform that we
A
are trying
friend
to
of
build.
mine was there with me, and he let me
Yes.
stay with him.
Yeah.
But everyone might not be that lucky to have a friend with him
Right.
or her to to fly with. So
Exactly.
what will
Exactly.
such people do? So it is great if we have a platform like EDAP where we can ask the queries, or we can at least we can ask at least, okay, I don't want the accommodation, but I just want what are the possibilities to find the accommodation.
Yes. Even that could help. Even that could be a helping
Absolutely.
hand. An
Yes, sir,
unknown
because
country. Yes.
exactly what fear me most is coming 6,500 kilometers away from home and with my baggage having nowhere to go. And this is one from the accommodation part. We can have like n number of help we can have from EDAP. For example, how to extend my visa, what should I do with my health insurance, how can I register myself in the German Rathaus. There are so many things which we can ask, and we can get a help from local people, those who were already in those conditions.
Right. Right. So,
Exactly.
with you being so much accustomed to German culture and German language, we would love to hear a little German touch or little German from you. If you could give our audience some message in German.
Okay, definitely. I would love to, and I will speak in German and I will translate it as well.
Yes, that is a must.
Exactly. So, I will say, Hallo zusammen, wie geht's euch? Es geht mir gut und ich wünsche euch viel Erfolg und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns bald in Deutschland. Willkommen in Deutschland. So I just said that hello to everyone. How is going? I'm doing great here. I wish you all the best, and I wish we will see each other soon in Germany. And I welcome you all in Germany.
That is a very sweet and welcoming message. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Saga. It was really nice talking to you and getting to know your struggle and experience. I'm sure a lot of people will benefit from this. Thanks once again for your tips and for your sharing your experience with us. And
Thank you.
I'm sure a lot of people will benefit from your thoughts and ideas and your experience. And I wish you all the very best. Keep
Thank
working
you.
hard and keep up the spirits of people who are coming out to Germany. So,
Definitely.
and of course, definitely during these times, I would definitely say take care of yourself and your family.
I will.
And
Thank you.
that's
Take
because
care.
that's very
You too.
important. And
Yes.
yes,
You
it
too. Take
was,
care.
yes. And lastly, it was really nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're most welcome.